What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Podcast. Episode 147, my bad. We watched Jojo Rabbit. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And I'm here with Adam.
Don't worry, it's only me.
So, yeah, Jojo Rabbit.
Gonna win something.
Think so?
Oh, yeah.
It's original. Well, it is original.
It's original, dude.
I mean, a boy that has an imaginary friend that's Hitler. I mean, who would have thought that it would have worked so well?
Here's what I want, man. Parasite, best foreign film. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, best director. I think that Jojo Rabbit should get best original screenplay.
I agree.
Because, dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anybody could sit down and write a fucking, shoot 'em up movie. But this kind of movie and make it work.
Yeah. It was
screenplay.
so different but it was very interesting though.
It was.
I was sucked in.
Pulled me right in, dude.
Right from the get-go. He's getting dressed in the mirror. You got fucking Taika Waititi like Hitlering around.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I was telling Griffin earlier. Sorry, go ahead.
We're not going to get flagged for saying Nazis and
I don't
Hitler,
think so, because it was in the movie. But if we do, fuck it. We'll do a tribute episode.
We definitely can't go to Twitch with this because we'll violate their terms of service. Isn't that right, Matt?
Matt will be like,
anonymity.
Matt will report you.
Yeah, for real. What the
like,
fuck?
dude, you're supposed to be our bro. Nah, with this movie, man, I think because of the way the movie played, like, it makes it okay because of the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't okay, but y'all know what I mean. Like,
well, it's the voice in the kid's head.
Yeah.
Personified as Hitler. So,
which was very clever.
Yeah.
Y'all believe this dude wrote this movie? This is a guy that did like What We Do in the Shadows.
Right.
It's just crazy.
By the time the second or maybe the third act kicked in, the movie wasn't funny anymore. It tried to be here and there, but it wasn't funny anymore.
Well, it was time to get real.
Yeah, and that I wasn't expecting that at all.
And when it got real, it got real.
Did you notice that whenever he finds his mom, right? Because he sees the butterfly.
Oh my god, dude! I knew he was about to see somebody dead.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it to be his mom.
Well, did you see that the color palette for the whole movie changed?
Yeah.
Instead of it being bright, vibrant, like all these pretty colors.
Like this little fantasy land he was living in.
Yeah.
Shit got real.
It was like a completely muted color palette that they were using, which was a very interesting artistic way of going about it because and it made sense because like his world's crumbling around him and then it's like it just continues to happen. Like once that happens, then it's just fuck.
When he's walking around the battlefield, in slow motion, and he's like, "Dude, when what's his name? When the cape? When he looked up and saw him, and was it Rake?
Yeah,
from Game of Thrones. That was him, right?
Yeah.
Were they like?
They were gay.
Something's going on there, right? Okay, I thought they almost kissed one time.
Yeah, they're definitely gay, but they can't be gay because
because Hitler,
Nazis. Yeah.
But that scene where he looked up at him and he looked at him in his fucking like Elton John peacock cape.
Oh my
god!
And
he was wearing like mascara, dude. Did you notice that? He was wearing makeup.
He had eyelashes.
Yeah. And then Rhett had his damn cape and he was holding that horn playing the music. I was like, this dude's going out in style, man.
Well, he knew.
Oh, they knew it was over.
Yeah, he was just having fun, man.
It was the last battle.
Yeah, I mean, how good was Sam Rockwell, though?
Dude, everybody that was in this movie was good.
How hot was Scarlett Johansson?
Oh, my God. She's always hot.
But in this movie, though, like her dancing around,
dude, when he was like, he's like, God damn it, woman, I'm fucking deformed.
yeah.
I want my dad. Just the way that they were brutal. Like he was like, yeah, you'll be all right, even though you're deformed. Like your face is all cut up. That opening shot where he's at camp, that like you're just like, what?
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
What's happening here?
She says, I've had 18 children for the Fuhrer.
Yeah. She wasn't too. Usually, when I see her in a movie, she's too much.
Yeah, she's over the top.
It was toned back.
Yeah, which was good.
Yeah, real good.
Well, her comedic timing is good.
It is.
But they like let, in most films, they let her off her leash.
It's too much.
Yeah. Well, like Pain and Gain. She was the same way. She was funny, but she was dialed back as like.
But the director directed her.
Oh yeah.
And was like, hey, you're at about a 12. I want about a 6 out of you.
Yeah, maybe a 5. Yeah. You know. But
I normally don't like her in movies, man, just because she's so much.
Yeah.
And when I saw her, I was like, oh man. But then I was like, oh, good director.
Yeah, very good. So the guy that he directed it. And then him and Christine. Yeah, Taika Waititi.
Oh, Hitler directed the movie.
Yeah.
I think he wrote the movie.
Yeah, he wrote it with Christine Lunens. He's a Jewish, right? Like Taika Waititi's Jewish.
I know he's from New Zealand, right?
Yeah, yeah. So if you go on,
keep going, I'll figure that out.
Well, if you go into the trivia thing, it says when Taika Waititi, who is Maori/Jewish, was asked about why he chose to play the role of Hitler, he said the answer's simple. What better fuck you to the guy?
Hey, kind of look like him.
Yeah, he kind of.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His face is he's got that oval shaped face that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he got that resting Hitler face.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to fit so well, but I mean, dude, of course you could tell, like you said, the movie was bright.
Yeah.
Whenever he comes in at the end and he's like, you motherfucker, you ain't leaving me. He wasn't so bright.
No.
You know, but look at him.
Yeah.
Look, dude.
Like you'd hang out with him.
I mean, the scene, dude, where he grabs, when they're like, kill the rabbit. And he's like, I don't kill the rabbit. And then they kill the rabbit. He comes in. He's like, oh, what's wrong, little buddy? You know, and they have their little thing. He comes in, grabs that grenade.
Yeah.
But when he was running to get the grenade, he's like, let's go free that rabbit. And he's doing that dance next to him. And I laughed so hard.
Yeah. Dude, I laughed uncontrollably whenever he throws a grenade. It bounces back, blows up. And Sam Rockwell just looks over and goes, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
I fucking lost it, dude.
And then it's like they're pulling him in the stretcher, and they're like, oh, my God. And he's like, you know, his little Hitler buddy's walking there with him, like, you going to be all right? And he holds his thumb up, and he looks at his arm like, ooh, it don't look good. Like, that whole scene, dude.
Yeah.
Like, wow, dude.
One of the other scenes that I lost it was whenever he was going to physical therapy in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting over there, you know, talking to Sam Rockwell, and he's like, you know.
And that chick. She was there, right? Yeah, she'd been trying to stretch his leg.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't worry, a couple more stretches, your leg won't be all fucked up.
and he's like, what are they doing? And it's like, oh, water training, because, you know, we're fighting in the ocean or something like that. They all jump in, and then they've got that suit on with their little hats on, their diver hats. And he's just like, better go get them. They're drowning. And you just see the pool of kids struggling to fucking not die. It's little shit like that was like killing it for me.
It's little stuff like that. But you know, in this movie, like a lot of like the Hitler's Youth.
Yeah.
That shit really happened.
Yeah.
That's real, dude.
Insane.
It's insane, dude. We would never do that. We would never go like put brainwash the kids. Well, I mean, you know.
Well, we're not a bunch of savages.
That's just crazy, dude, that's real. Like, that shit happened.
Well, think of what current country's doing that.
Like North Korea?
Yeah. Well, besides them, like that we're actively in somewhat conflict with right now,
Oh yeah, they're programming them to hate us.
Yeah.
And hate anybody that ain't from there.
Yeah.
They don't look like you. Fuck them.
Yeah. And I thought was so interesting was like with the little fat friend of his and Sam Rockwell's character, it was like they're just kind of indifferent about the fact that like there's Jewish people there. Like they're just doing a job. They don't care really.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how it's like, well, this is war. We're just going to roll with it. Yeah.
His little fat buddy dude, he was like, I got a Jewish girlfriend. He's like, oh, that's great, buddy. And he's just
I'm happy.
Trailer
I'm happy to
dude.
hear that. Yeah.
He's like, oh, it'll be all right. He's like, is your suit made out of paper?
He's like, it's a new fiber.
Yeah. Top scientist.
Yeah.
It was paper,
right.
dude.
It was
He's
paper.
Like, it's so uncomfortable to run in this thing.
Yeah. But that's what I thought was one of the most interesting things because I never really looked at it from that point of view where it's like, yeah, I mean, they're Germans fighting in a war, but it's like, of course they don't all believe that shit. They're drafted. They're there.
Well,
you know
and
what
like the kid, man, he's just a product of his environment. Like,
yeah,
he went to camp, and camp was like, Jewish. I'm calling them Jewish people. They're they sleep upside down. They're that whole when they were explaining it on the whiteboard, it's like, what? Yeah. They really did that to kids, man.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It is.
That's real fucked up.
But I mean,
how I mean, he made it was so lighthearted.
Yeah,
until the third act.
Yeah, until
and
shit
then it's
started
like,
real.
okay, now you got to see what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Jojo Rabbit. And he didn't wear that. You notice he wasn't wearing the fucking suit. Whenever Hitler came in there and was like, act like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Quit, fuck, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He stopped wearing the suit. Everything changed.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys know, I knew throughout this movie, I was like, okay, the girl's going to die or his mom's going to die. I knew something.
Yeah.
I knew something was going to happen.
Right.
But I did not expect that.
No.
Him to be out one day walking, and there's his mom's feet, which they made a point to show you her feet several times.
Yeah.
So you knew it was her feet when you saw them.
Yeah.
And that was rough, man.
It was. I was expecting something like that to happen, but I wasn't expecting
that.
Well, them to unveil it that way.
And then the note that she left on the table was pinned to her leg. I knew when they came to the house, when Stephen Merchant rolls up, how funny was that shit?
Oh my God.
How many times you got to say Heil Hitler? Like,
they said in that scene, they said it 37 or 47 times.
Yeah.
And the reason why is just to show how ridiculous.
Yeah, just ridiculous. It's fucking stupid, but
yeah.
How good did he do?
Oh, he was great.
I even made sure to like make note of it so I could bring it up, guys. When he said, I know you've probably heard rumors that Hitler only has one ball. He has 4. Dude, I laughed so hard. They're still, like, for the kids, dude, they're just trying to build them up. He's got 4 balls. You got 2, he's got 4. And when he went into his bedroom, he's like, this is a bedroom. This kind of bedroom you want to see. It looked like you have band posters. It was just Hitler shit everywhere, dude. Like,
right.
This guy, I think, is the only guy that can make this movie and get away with it.
Oh, yeah.
And it come off the way it did. Like, win an award. It'll win something.
It needs to.
It will.
Yeah.
There's no way they let this walk. They ain't sleeping on this movie.
Yeah, there's so many quotable lines in the movie, though.
Hilarious moments.
I think if it was anybody but him that tried to make this movie, the studio would have said no.
It wouldn't have been nominated like 10 times.
Well, and there's so much heart in it, too.
Yes.
Like, that's the thing. There's so much heart in the movie. And it's like, it's interesting because we've seen these stories of like, or these movies where you have a character that is leaning way one way, and then they have a realization and reality hits them, and then they sway back to the other side. But you never really seen that with a kid, though.
No. Even though
And,
JoJo is a little Nazi, you want him to win.
yeah.
You want JoJo
yeah.
to come out on top, dude, because it's like, you're a good kid. You're just fucking,
He's caught up in the shit.
He's caught up in it, dude. I mean, dude, listen, if we were there and we were kids, you'd be the same way. I mean,
yeah, it would
just like everybody else. Like,
yeah,
got to look at it like that.
But yeah, so much heart. It was
a sad movie, but it was also at the same time it was feel good.
Yeah. It says that he wrote this movie. The screenplay was written in 2011. That puts it between Boy and What We Do in the Shadows in the chronology of Taika Waititi penned films. So he's had this one in his pocket for a while. It's probably something that he never thought would get made, but after Thor Ragnarok
after Thor, dude, and they're like throwing money at him.
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck it, dude, let's go."
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because if he'd ever directed Thor, you probably would have never seen this movie. And this movie that, like, I want to see.
Yeah. So I want to find out what Boy is here.
Well, that's the thing too. Is I think that's the one. I actually have that in my catalog to watch. That's the one where they go out into the wilderness. I have that. I've seen the trailer. That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the boy from the X-Men movie, or the you remember the movie that had Deadpool in it with the boy where he was like, "I'll fuck everybody up," that little Mexican looking boy.
Yeah.
He's from New Zealand. That's the movie, right? I think so. Let me go pull it up.
I think so. Because
I've seen the trailer and I have that. That's something that. Yep. Oh no, that's the hunt for the wilder people. So that's not Boy. But I want to say this about the movie: like, you ain't winning no Oscar for Thor Ragnarok.
No.
You win an Oscar for a movie like this.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to get his. Nah, dude, I'm looking at Boy. That's completely different. Never seen the trailer for it.
It looks interesting.
I mean, we could check the trailer out when we do trailers.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Just to see.
Hunt for the Wilder People has fucking Sam Neill in it.
Did you read the... Yeah, dude, that trailer looks amazing. And it's actually, I think it may even be a remake. There was a foreign film that they made, and they kind of redid it, I think. Right. But read that description for Boy. Did you see that? Read that.
Yeah. A national manhunt is ordered for a rebellious kid and his foster uncle who go missing in the wild New Zealand bush. Adventure, comedy, drama. Yeah, it's I'm interested to check it out. I like his style. He's got a good style.
Check this out. This is the description for Boy, 2010. It says, set on the east coast of New Zealand in 1984, Boy, an 11-year-old devout Michael Jackson fan, gets the chance to know his absentee criminal father, who has returned to find a bag of money he buried years ago. Probably pretty good. Got a good score. It's only an hour and 27 minutes. Dude, after this dude can do comedy, he can do comic book, he can do
drama.
What can he not do? And I'm guessing that's a little bit of comedy. Yeah, he's a good comedy drama guy.
Well,
and that's what Boy is.
His comedy is kind of like it's like British humor with a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
Thrown on top.
New Zealand.
Yeah. It's not dry, it's seasoned. You know?
I have to disagree. I think it is slightly dry. I feel like
a little bit.
Like the first, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour of Jojo Rabbit had this like air of dryness to it. it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't bad, but I felt myself laughing more internally than like out loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you thought it was funny.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think,
And then at the same time, you're laughing at Hitler jokes.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it all right to laugh? I mean, it is funny.
It is all right to laugh, dude.
It is.
Well,
man.
like it's almost like if it, for general audience to get past the Hitler thing, everything else is a cakewalk, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I was past it all as soon as
Had
they
no
I mean,
trouble.
yeah.
Went right into it.
I think most people with a sense of humor can get the heart that was in this movie, like you said, Griff. But at the same time, be able to laugh at what the satirizing, you know.
He's like,
Right.
I got a story of mine. It's this kid that's caught up in Nazi Germany, and he's got an imaginary friend. Guess who it is? Hitler. And it's like, what? Like, you can't. And it's like, when you see it, you're like, oh no, dude, that's, you couldn't have done it any other way.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like he also chose it to be some of the most ridiculous opinions said by the children, but it's said with that sense of like that they're so believed, you know, they're so convinced that in each character's beliefs that it's almost like the kids representing adults in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how childish
Because you see how
that
they acted.
mindset
Remember when
is.
they got the little
Yeah.
book?
Well, like,
Was it
well,
You
you know,
Who Jew or whatever it was?
well, how prejudice is childish, you know.
Yeah.
And it is.
Dude, when Stephen Merchant and his goons rolled up, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But
you're sitting there laughing at like Hitler.
But at the same
shit,
time,
dude.
you were tense because once she steps out, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That's what's crazy about the movie is that when it switches on you, it switches so quickly.
And how scared JoJo was.
Yeah.
Because he's like in love with this girl. He was doing this thing where he's writing these letters. Dude, her boyfriend had been dead for a year.
Yeah.
She just let him keep doing it. And that's why, see, you didn't know that till the end, but that's why every time, like when in the book, when he talked about killing him, I want to kill Nathan, roast him over a fire, and they're laughing. Who's Nathan? That's why she got so upset, was like,
yeah.
JoJo didn't know that, though. He was just like, he fell in love with her.
Yeah, I mean,
which was, even more to the story. Like,
it happens.
It was great.
Yeah. So, I loved it. I will watch it again. It's just, I think it's one of those movies that when you know who you're around that's cool and that's going to get it, then you're going to put it on and they're going to enjoy it. Like I could put it on if Corey came over, Cody and Alina came over, I could put it on. We could watch it, enjoy it, feel some feels, laugh, cry, and then it's over and it's good.
I'm going to add to that, man. I think that I could watch this movie with my grandparents and they would like it.
Right.
I think they would like it, dude. And not because they're old and World War II, but I think they would, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
You could watch this with people and they, and they just let them experience it. Just go in, just watch it.
Yeah. Surrender yourself to JoJo.
Just watch. He's a kid. He's got an imaginary friend. It's Hitler. I mean, he's Hitler's youth. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Just let it build. And I think that anyone that likes a good movie would sit there and watch it and be like, and at the end, dude, it's got some feels.
It does.
God damn. I expected, which I didn't read comedy, drama, horror, war movie.
Yeah.
I had no idea drama was in there. We saw the trailer. Now, the second trailer they released was a little different.
Yeah.
But still, dude, I was not ready for him to find his mother hanging at Town Square.
No.
And when he was sitting there hugging her feet, I was just like, God damn, dude, you doing this right now?
Yeah.
Is this happening?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
But,
yeah,
of course it happened. That's reality. That's what happens when you did shit like what she was doing.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Well, like just the little parts in that too, like when he lets go of her legs, and then he's
So
like, "I'm gonna
sad,
take
dude.
her shoes," and he's trying to untie them, and then he just can't do it. I was like, God damn.
It was sad, dude. And then he sat there, just sat in front of her, looking up at her.
Yeah.
And then he goes back and tries to stab the girl, but he ain't strong enough.
No.
And she didn't know. Seeing him collapse on the floor crying.
Yeah.
And then she started crying because she's like, I get it. You know, I'm a fucking dirty Jew, you know. It was sad, man. That was some sad shit. When a movie can make you feel a certain way, it did a good job.
Yeah, it did.
Best screenplay.
I would have to.
Best screenplay, dude. There's no way this doesn't win best screenplay.
And the foreshadowing that he was at least wanting to tell, the higher ups about what was going on, they still would diffuse it like he's just a stupid little kid,
Yeah.
And then it showed the consequences of speaking up like that during that time, and it was like, yeah, he's gonna get your fucking parents killed, kid.
Yeah.
Like, you may be fucking off, but everybody else isn't.
No, I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I'm ready to rate it. I mean, there's not really much else you can say.
I mean, dude, you have to watch this movie.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of movies and you listen to this shit, you gotta be. Like, right? Jojo Rabbit, dude. And there's a lot of people out there and ain't gonna be their cup of tea, but I think, man, this shit goes past that. Like, old, young, like, just watch it. But really, like, you gotta tune in with it. Watch it.
You gotta let it go and just enjoy.
I know it's Hitler, and when it first started happening, you're like, is it fucking okay to laugh at this shit? Like, it's Hitler.
Oh,
but it all pays off in the end when you see, with a fucking bullet in his head. Like,
yeah.
He comes in there and he's like, you motherfucker, you hooking up with her? When he's eating that unicorn head, when they were starving, he's digging through the trash.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that shit.
I really hated that he killed his mom, dude. But when they came to the house and they're like, where's your mom at? Where's she been? I was like, this ain't good.
Yeah.
And then they bought the sister act.
Yeah.
See what I did there? They bought that.
Whoopi wasn't in it.
Yeah, but I knew, I was already worried. And how, like, when she did the thing where she dressed up like his dad.
Yeah.
She went over there and rubbed the shit on her face, and she was trying. But, Dad's over here fighting a good fight.
Yeah. Well, and it's safe to say that, her dad probably didn't make it. Or his dad probably didn't make it.
Probably
because
didn't.
They had this whole underground railroad thing set up for the Jewish
to hide people and
that are trying to escape. But
at least he was in on it.
Yeah.
At least at the end of the day, when JoJo came to his senses, he's like, my dad was in on this shit. He's not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You ain't got to live with that forever.
Yeah.
But let me ask you guys this. End of the movie. They're standing there. He brings her outside. She fucking racks him cheeks.
Yeah.
I know why he lied to her. Because he thought she was going to leave.
Right.
I know why.
Well, she said, like,
as soon as it's over, I'm out of here. I'm going to dance.
Yeah.
And then he was like, damn it. Like, he didn't want to lose her. Like, and especially now, he's all alone, dude. It's just a kid.
Yeah. I mean, the only person that could legit take care of him is sacrificed himself to keep him from being killed.
How awesome was that shit?
I almost started crying right there.
And that one, it sounds stupid, but got me more than the mom thing.
Yeah.
That one got me more, dude, when he was like, he sat there with him for a minute, gave us a few words, because he knew what he was about to do.
Yeah.
He like gave him a few words and was talking to him. And then I was like, dude, get that fucking jacket off of him. I knew he was about to send him on his way. I was like, you gotta get that jacket off.
Yeah.
Well, he jerked that jacket off and spit on him and was yelling at him. He was just trying to say, and the kid didn't understand.
No, he didn't.
The kid, he don't get it. But it's like, dude, they're about to kill you.
Yeah.
You don't. He's like, no, JoJo's not a Nazi. He's fucking harbored in a fucking fugitive, you know?
Yeah.
He ain't a Nazi. And he fucking
Well,
redeemed himself for being a Nazi, you know?
Yeah. Now, is there anything about the movie that you wish that you would change?
I mean, I wish that he didn't die, but he had to for the story.
Nothing,
Right.
man.
So I can't. And that was the only moment where I was like, man, I really don't want him to die, but that's for the story. That's.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the. Go ahead.
The only thing that I would change, like legit change, would be I wish we had 1 or 2 more scenes
to know what happened at the end.
Well, not that, but him and Rockwell's character interacting.
We didn't get enough of that.
Because it's kind of like the way back, but the boy's 10 and he's not running a theme park. You know what I mean? He's a Nazi.
We didn't get enough of that.
Right. And that's what their relationship dynamic was so interesting.
Closest thing to a dad.
Yeah, really. And he's just some dude, you know, like that's just hanging out.
Well, and they all liked his mom and respect. He's like, your mom's gonna. He said when the kid blew himself up, he's like, his mom's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah,
he knew her, and she did. She came in there like hit him in the nuts.
Yeah,
but he was gay, so
it's all right.
I thought at first they were like everybody was like macking on the mom, but it's like no, he was had his own thing going on.
Yeah,
but
well, do you think that he was in on it?
Well. I don't know about that, but he let that shit slide, dude. The birthday was wrong.
Yeah.
And he looked around. He knew it would happen if he said something right then and there. JoJo's dead, the girl's dead, the mom's dead, and he let that shit slide.
If you remember,
he told him not to go outside.
Yeah, because Stephen Merchant's character said, "Hey, we still got to go get the one down."
Yeah.
He told him, he said, he gave him his knife, and he said, don't go outside.
Yeah.
And that's why, because he knew she was going to be hanging.
Yeah.
Or she was already there. He told him. And when I heard later on when you saw that, it's like, oh, man, he told him not to go out.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want him to see it.
No.
But he had to see it to change.
Yeah. Well, the only reason that I say I'm asking, do you think he was in on it? Because it's like, I don't think that he's in on it in the way that like okay.
Well, he was out there fighting back, so he wasn't like 100%. But
well, I think that he
probably knew something was up.
Well, he was in the military, whether he wanted to be or not. He is who he is. You know what I mean?
He knew what was going on in that house.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I was wondering. It's like okay, so he knew about it, and he's not putting the kibosh on it. Like he could easily go and call.
At the same time, though, he's got his own skeletons in his closet.
Yeah, yeah.
So he ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And she probably knew that. And, and that's like, that was kind of their agreement. It's like, oh, you're gay. You can't be gay because of Nazis. And, I'm Underground Railroading this shit. Because, like, just seeing his presentation at the,
as a drunk,
well, no,
glass
just
eye.
Well, yeah, seeing that presentation where he's shooting and stuff like that, it comes off when you first watch it, where he's like, "Oh, he's just like talking shit about."
I pictured him more as a Jimmy Dugan,
right?
Like he was on the battlefield, got hurt, and now he's got to do this shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean by Jimmy Dugan, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not what he wanted to be doing.
Yeah. But the way that I took it after watching the movie was like, well, he's put in this situation he really doesn't want to be in, but at the same time, like it's the best situation that he could be in because he's not killing people. He doesn't obviously agree with what's going on here, and is somewhat
because of his lifestyle, so he doesn't agree with it.
Yeah, and then like just the idea, like going back, all those kids there were like 10 to like
so
14.
Young, man.
And him just bullshitting and shooting like crazy was just him just like being a badass for a second.
Just
you know what I mean?
For the kids.
Like, yeah, just putting a fucking
something
show
to look
on,
up to. I'm Evil Knievel, bitch.
Yeah, like look at me. I got a glass eye. Yeah. And it just makes it, I don't know, man. It makes his character that much more interesting, knowing that, like, you know, he's gay. He doesn't agree with it.
I
but
didn't
he's
want him
part
to
of it.
die.
No.
That shit, man. When they were dragging him away, and I was like, they're about to kill that motherfucker. He just saved his life. Like, he did one more for the team. He's like, get out of here, JoJo. Go home, take care of your family, which is only his Jewish, friend. I mean, his family's gone. Get out of here. And he started yelling at him, spitting on him, and JoJo was like, motherfucker, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, I'm trying to save you. You don't understand what's happening here?
Yeah.
And that was the Brits.
Yeah.
That was the Brits were lining people up and shooting them. From what I understand, we didn't do that.
Right.
But they did.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just what they did. So
yeah.
But that hurt, man. When they were dragging him away and they punched him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I don't want him to die. I
Well,
like him.
And to look at war through that lens is so
from the inside.
Yeah, well, it's so fucked up because, like, whether you agree or disagree with it, you're part of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's your life. I mean,
yeah, and then it's like not only that, but like you have to go along with it,
or else
if you don't, then you're fucking dead.
Yeah,
it's so fucked up, man. Like, it's fucking crazy.
It's real fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, bullshit, kind of, because it's like just be who you want to be.
Yeah.
As long as you're not fucking on anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Which is for the most part allowed now.
Yeah.
Though it was funny how they talked about the Russians when he was like, "He's a Jewish girl I got," and he was like, we're more worried about the Russians. The Russians are here. They eat babies and fuck dogs."
Yeah.
That's what he said. They're gonna fucking eat babies and fuck all our pets.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that? Is that what they believed?
Yeah.
That was funny, man. Like,
yeah.
But at the same time, this movie comes in with a comedy, then it just hits you like, oh man, that's a shitty situation. A shitty situation to be in. So at the end of this movie, they're outside. Right. She always said, he's like, what are you going to do when the war ends? She's like, I'm going to dance. And he's like a fucking no job having motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know how he would do the thing when he's reading the thing? He's like, I don't have a job. I'm unemployed. It was real funny, but
yeah.
She started doing that thing, and he's do that dance at the end. I was just like, yes, yes, dance, JoJo. Like
redemption.
He was snapping, and then it just cuts off. So I asked Griffin earlier, Travis, but it's like, do you think she took care of him? She took him on, right? Like, she wasn't just gonna run off and leave JoJo, no mother, no father. I'm not saying that she's going to, like, marry him, but
neither one of them had anybody except themselves.
Nothing.
You know,
she's got to take care. In my heart, she's taking care of JoJo, dude. They grow old together.
Well, and not only that, but you got to think, like, okay, the war is over, but you're still going to have those groups of, like,
fuck out of Germany.
Well, they're still going to have those groups of radical Nazis that are still going to be trying to, like, carry it to the end. So even though the war's over, she's still not out of danger.
She's got to leave Germany.
Yeah.
She's got to take JoJo with her.
Yeah.
Now, and why he would, if she's like, okay, he said, well, what are we going to do now? Credits. He would go with her.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, come on, we're going. He's going. That's how he's in love with her. So,
yeah.
The little butterfly thing in his belly.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
But
star, dude.
But yeah.
Full
I'm
star.
giving it a full star, man. It was so good but sad at the same time. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a movie like this? Ever?
No.
Never, dude.
Not like this.
Not like this, where they touch on all of that.
Yeah.
That realness. And like you said, man, by the third act, shit gets real. Like, fairy tale's over. It's the real world we're living in. We're losing the war. Oh, when he told him Hitler was dead, he's like, what?
Yeah.
But he's my imaginary friend sitting here eating fucking unicorn head. Full star, dude. I believe with all my heart it's going to win best screenplay. If it doesn't, then either Parasite or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will, but give him best screenplay.
Right.
Because some of the acting in the other movies and for best foreign film, like, you can't fuck on those people. But best screenplay? Dude, I love Tarantino. But he ain't writing no screenplay like this.
No.
At the end of the day, he didn't write this movie. So, best screenplay, it's got to go to them. We'll get into that later. We got the nominees. We got the nominees. Do y'all want to go ahead and go from the rating straight into it?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I got it pulled up.
Pull it up. Let's go. Everybody gives it a star.
Yeah.
Full star. I'll put it on the thing.
So, performance by an actor in leading role. Nominees: Antonio Banderas in Pain and Glory, Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Adam Driver in Marriage Story, Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, and Jonathan Pryce in Two Popes. So, who are you putting your hot money, your cash money on? Who do you think, Trav? Best leading.
Joaquin Phoenix for Joker.
You're going with the Joker?
I think that movie is going to cash in, mainly because it's got 11 nominations anyway.
Yeah. I think that they're going to give it to Adam Driver.
That is true. That movie puts him in an underdog position.
When I was sitting there, and here's the thing, dude. I want DiCaprio to get his Oscar so bad.
Yeah.
Because he's been fucked every year. But
what if he gets it and he gets the Oscar curse and he never puts out a good film ever? But
that's the thing, dude, is I saw Adam Driver in that Marriage Story.
He acted his ass off.
And Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood did not deliver what he delivered. And that's just being honest. That's
right.
Hey, y'all know how much, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm a big Leo fan, you know? So, but when I was sitting there watching him, I was like, this dude's going to win something for this.
It wasn't a better movie, but it was a better
His performance was just, I felt like I was going through a divorce. So I think Adam Driver, he's my pick. Do we keep track of this?
I didn't know that they were alive, so I didn't either,
but we'll all remember what we said.
Yeah.
I'm on Adam Driver. You on Adam Driver?
Yeah.
Now, Trav, what's his name? Joaquin. That's a good. If it ain't Adam Driver, it's got to be him, for sure.
I watched the late night scene again.
Oh yeah, did you see it on YouTube in fucking 4K?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I watched them all, dude. They uploaded all the scenes.
I just forgot how good that scene was.
I actually have it in 4K if you want to see it. It's beautiful.
All right, hold on. I'm writing these down.
Are you gonna copy it? I'm going Adam Driver, dude, and that's. Now I saw it. You didn't see it, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
I saw it, dude, and I'm right in there. Like that dude's a really good fucking actor, man. Like, look, dude, I was already on his bandwagon.
Yeah.
Remember when you saw Leo and The Departed? You was like, I'll watch anything with him in it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on. And then I watched a video clip where they put together all of Adam Driver's best acting from the TV show Girls to all of his movies.
Yeah.
He kills it, dude. He kills it every time. I'm done sucking dick.
All right, hold on 1 second. I'm going to do a spreadsheet. All right, so we've got for lead actor, so I'm going for Driver. We got Driver for me, Driver for Adam, and Phoenix for Trav.
He was the only thing about that movie that was amazing.
I
feel Travis?
Like
he was the one in that movie though, where you're like,
well,
he carried that movie.
Well, I will say, sitting through the whole film with D, I mean,
you only sit through it because
Scarlett
of him.
Johansson.
She did a good job.
They kept it balanced because they fought like a real couple in the film.
They did, dude. That's the realest fight I've ever seen in my life. The one fight where she comes over to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I even said it after it happened. I said, I've never seen a fight in a movie like that was so real, ever. And I've seen a lot of fucking movies. But that movie was just so different. Griffin, you gotta watch that.
I want to.
It's worth the watch. It's on Netflix,
It's just it's really like I really have to emphasize that the movie itself is not that great to me, but the acting in it though,
oh my god,
really good.
And it was him, dude. Scarlett came in, but he's on screen way more. It's almost like you're following him,
right?
And you just feel like, man, this sucks. It's good. I could watch it again. That's how. Just because of him, dude. He was so good.
Right.
His mouth breathing.
So I'm just gonna put on here the hot ones.
Yeah, the good shit. We don't want to do best score.
So I'm going through it right now, and should we do visual effects?
Is it got of the movies that we've seen and got no cats ain't on there? Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
All right, let's see. All right, hold on. Let me finish walking through here. Screenplay. All right, so I'm ready. All right, so supporting actor. We've got Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Anthony Hopkins in Two Popes, Al Pacino in Irishman, Joe Pesci in Irishman, and Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Brad Pitt.
All right, so Adam's going Pitt.
He won Best Supporting Actor at the Golden Globes, so they may not give it to him, but how good was his supporting act?
Right.
He carried that shit like a man. Like, he carried that shit like a lead, dude. So,
yeah.
And I've seen most of those movies. Now, Hopkins might pick it up.
Well, I'm going Hanks.
Can you read the list again, Griff? I'm sorry.
Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Anthony Hopkins in Two Popes, Al Pacino in Irishman, Joe Pesci in Irishman, and Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I feel like it's playing it safe, but I'm going to go with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, though.
I feel like if they're going to give anything to the Irishman, it'll be in this category. But I'm picking Brad Pitt. I want him to win.
Right.
I think Al Pacino might take something home. His performance, I've seen the movie. His performance is the best performance in the movie. So he might get that.
Oh, every time Pitt was on screen in Hollywood, he stole the show.
He stole the show, dude. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, like he just stole the show, dude. He won a Gold Globe for it. He got Best Supporting Act already. He already cashed that in. So it's kind of like, will they give it to him because he already got that? Probably not.
Right.
I know it doesn't take a great actor to just choreograph a fight scene, but Brad Pitt bashing that woman's face
was
into that
amazing.
phone will forever be burned into my memory, dude.
Yeah. Next we have lead actress. We've got Cynthia Erivo in Harriet, Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story, Saoirse Ronan, Sarose, I don't know how to pronounce her name, and Little Women, Charlize Theron in Bombshell, and Renee Zellweger in Judy.
Renee Zellweger's going to get that.
I think so too.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've heard the buzz, and I've heard people that watched it were just like, she won the Golden Globe for it.
I think it'll
Little
be,
Women might come in tight.
Well, here's the thing. Those are all of the movies in that category have all gotten good praise.
Everything.
Like even because that's the Harriet Tubman movie,
That
right?
is. So
Yeah.
if it's gonna get anything, it'll get it there.
Yeah, because I've seen articles
But
talking about it, even though I haven't heard,
I'm going Judy.
Even, now I've heard Little Women low key, like people, like a lot of people
Dude,
went and watched
Scott
this fucking
Mosier
movie.
said that shit was awesome. And I'm like, what? Scott Mosier? Like, that's Kevin Smith's podcast, buddy. He does podcast with. Like,
no, I don't know anything about it. This is the Little Women based off the novel.
I believe
Little
it
Women,
is.
right?
Yeah.
But dude, that Judy movie killed, captured it.
I read one of the festivals that Judy screened at. They gave the movie like the article just gushed over.
Got the Gold Globe. This was her comeback. I think she's got that. That's just me. I think I'm playing it safe here. I'll give an honorable mention to Little Women and Harriet, but Judy.
Yeah, I'm going with Cynthia Erivo and Harriet.
Yeah.
So
that's got to win something, right?
Yeah. Supporting actress. We got Kathy Bates and Richard
what did
Jewell.
Travis pick?
He went Zellweger.
You going Judy? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So Kathy Bates and Richard Jewell, Laura Dern in Marriage Story, Scarlett Johansson in Jojo Rabbit, Florence Pugh in Little Women, and Margot Robbie in Bombshell.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. And I hate it because I'm just biased. Well, JoJo, I think, it's the only one on the list that I saw.
Well,
but,
Laura Dern won. No, you saw Marriage Story, and you saw her delivery
yeah.
where she was like, God wasn't there while Christ died. She won a Gold Globe for that, but I don't think she's going to get an Oscar for it.
Her
so I'm going with Scarlett Johansson.
Story was
her monologue
in JoJo.
But Scarlett's got to get something because she did a good job. She's got to.
Guys.
So next we're going to.
What are you going?
I'm going for Scarlett Johansson.
Okay,
as well.
We all went Scarlett.
Yeah. So next we're going, and I'm just going to name the film instead of the person. Cinematography. So we've got The Irishman, Joker, The Lighthouse, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
1917.
Yep.
Woo! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's going to win something.
But just what I know. For that type of movie,
it's
that I
gonna
know,
win.
Here's the thing: you don't make a World War I movie and you don't get.
It's gonna win.
You don't make a World War I movie and you don't get tank sequences. You don't make a you don't do those type of movie propers without having these ridiculous moments. And the fact that this movie is that continuous shot, dude, or edited to reflect it like that. Shit.
All I'm saying is where's my Oscar screener of that shit? I got an Oscar screener for every movie but that one.
Patiently waiting on that shit.
Dude. Where you going, Griffin?
I'm going for The Lighthouse, dude.
Amazing cinematography. That's honorable mentions. But I have a feeling that 1917 is going to win something. It's going to get best cinematography because they did the whole one-shot thing. They made a big deal about the way this movie was shot. Big deal. So I'm thinking that that's it.
If we were having to place, or if we had the option of two films, Lighthouse would absolutely be.
Oh yeah, that'd be number 2.
Yeah.
If 1917 wasn't there, I'd pick that. But y'all got to realize, like, what kind of movie we watched.
Yeah.
When we watched 1917, a lot of people were like, cinematography was amazing.
Right.
Hands down. Some of the best I've seen this year. Haven't seen 1917, though, but I think, judging by what I've heard about that movie, about the one shot, the movie looks like one shot. It's not, but it looks like one shot, and that's hard.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to them. So we got 2 1917s, 1
Lighthouse.
Keep track. Let's go with it.
Director. We've got Martin Scorsese for The Irishman, Todd Phillips for The Joker, Sam Mendes for 1917, Quentin Tarantino for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Bong Joon-ho for Parasite.
I'm going with fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Parasite's gonna win foreign film, dude.
All right, so Adam's going.
I'm going Once Upon a Time because they got to give Tarantino something.
You're going for
Parasite.
Parasite?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get foreign film?
I'm going for Mendez.
What did he do?
I think not.
1917.
What's this category again?
Best director.
Yeah.
Best director. Read the list one more time, man.
Martin Scorsese, The Irishman.
I'm
Todd
gonna go
Phillips.
Yeah, that's Scorsese, dude. I changed my mind.
They'll probably give him something. I'm going Tarantino. I got to give him one.
All right. Next up, we have. I'm going to skip some editing.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So we've got. I'm not going to name the names, but I'm just going to list the movies. Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and Parasite.
Irishman.
Yeah, Irishman.
Because they did the whole back in time thing. Back in time, you know? Which has never been done like this, on this scale.
Right.
You remember back in the day, they did it on, what was that movie with the speed bikes? Had the dude in it.
Tron.
They did it in Tron, but
Yeah.
this lasted like half the film. I watched the movie. Have y'all seen it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
It's long.
I'm podlocked on it.
It's long.
I'm actually gonna go.
I've seen it 2.5 times.
I'm actually gonna go with Joker on this.
Honorable mention: Ferrari versus Ford. That I've heard a lot of good stuff about that movie.
I've still been wanting to watch that one myself.
I copped it. We're podlocked on that. I copped it.
Right.
It's out there.
Next we have international feature film. So we've got Corpus Christi, Honeyland, Les Mis, again.
Yeah.
Pain and Glory, and Parasite.
Parasite. Only thing I know. So that's the foreign film, best foreign film?
Yeah, or international feature film, yeah.
Parasite all the way.
I'm going Parasite on that one as well. Next we're going to go for Motion Picture of the Year.
So like best movie this year.
Yeah.
All right.
Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite.
This is so hard.
Joker.
You think the Academy's gonna go for that?
I think Joker's gonna win it, dude.
You think it? Because that's really hard, dude. Some of those movies I haven't seen. I've seen a lot of them, but
when you strip away the DC aspect of Joker
and what they were able to do,
what you have is probably the most
mental health PSA.
Well, the most jam-packed social commentary we've seen in a film this whole year.
Griffin, let me hear him one more time.
And I think it's Joker, dude.
Let me hear it.
All right, Ford v Ferrari.
Okay.
The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite.
It's hard, man.
I'm voting for 1917.
I feel that.
I don't want that to win over some of these others.
But you know how they are, dude.
Yeah.
You've been here before. Here's what I'll do, just to mix it up. Hang on, let me Google something. Let me see what they say about it. Little Women.
You're going Little Women?
I'm going Little Women, dude.
See, I started to go
with their 95% certified fresh. I'm going Little Women, dude. I want to spread it out. Now, look, I want to pick the Joker. And at the same time, that Ford versus Ferrari, dude, I'm telling y'all, I've heard a lot of people be like, that movie was fucking good.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Oh yeah, it's in there. It's in the bank. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit Little Women just so we spread it out.
All right, so next we've got visual effects nominees. We've got
Irishman, dude. We already know. We already know.
Let's hear it. What they got for us?
Let's hear them.
Avengers Endgame.
Oh,
The
wait
Irishman,
a minute.
The Lion King, 1917, and Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker.
Avengers
It'll
Endgame.
be
I can't believe
Endgame.
That's a little late to the party, though, wasn't it? What you got, Griffin?
I'm gonna go for Avengers as well. I mean,
dude, the last hour of that movie is pure spectacle.
I mean, you want it to win something, and if it doesn't, you're like,
I think.
Oh, the Lion King won. Okay.
I think coupled with the visual effects of Josh Brolin, where we still got his performance as Thanos.
Yeah.
And I mean the fucking battle scene to end all battle scenes. I mean, dude.
I'll tell you what's
the choice
funny
is clear.
Is the fact that Endgame was able to come in on this because most of these movies dropped not that long ago. So the fact that Endgame's in there tells me something.
Nothing's gonna top that movie's ending.
Not the visual effects for sure.
The action adventure.
Especially if you look at the money they spent on it. How much money was that movie? 500,000. Like the most money they ever spent. Oh yeah, but still, like we all went Endgame.
Yes. All right. So next we've got. Hold on, I'm typing. Adapted screenplay. So for best adapted screenplay, the nominees are Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, and Two Popes.
Irishman. Oh wait. I'm going Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit.
Going Jojo Rabbit. Best adapted screenplay. Irishman. Yeah. I believe Jojo Rabbit will get that. That's because this is best like adapted original screenplay. Like Jojo Rabbit. This is the one I said it was win.
Original screenplay is its own category.
Okay, so oh shit.
I'm going a Little Women.
I'm gonna go Irishman.
All right.
What you got, Trev?
I'm gonna go Jojo Rabbit.
I think that's gonna get the best original.
All right, and this is the last category. Original screenplay nominees. Knives Out, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite.
So Jojo Rabbit's not in on this.
No.
Can I change the one I said before to Jojo Rabbit? I want to change that to Jojo Rabbit.
On this one, I'm going for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I second that.
All right. Now let me get down here.
Sorry.
So
I thought that he was nominated for. Why is he not nominated for best original? This is.
I don't know.
It's an original, so a best adapted. So they wrote a screenplay. They were like, "We're making a movie." Like, okay.
I'm gonna throw a curveball on mine.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I'm going Parasite.
All right.
I mean,
dude, if it wins, I ain't gonna be mad.
Yeah, right. Well, in this game, we're never losers. No matter who wins.
Tarantino did win best screenplay he won a Gold Globe for that.
Right. Which is fine. You know? But I think Tarantino is going to win something.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think that he's going to
He ain't raking them in.
He ain't going with a gold.
He win it all.
I didn't vote for him on anything because at this point, who knows? Because he's going to get something regardless, but I have no fucking clue what it would be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's all of them.
That's our Gold Globe. That's our Oscar picks.
That's our Oscar picks.
We've been doing this for 3 years. The Oscar picks.
Yep. And I'm going to hold on. So anyone can edit. I'm gonna
don't let them
this.
change it.
No, okay.
Nobody changing nothing.
Anyone can view.
You're stuck with what you got.
All right, so and I'm gonna post it in general.
I don't want nobody going in there and changing shit. You did it, man. Look at that.
Yeah. And I color coordinated.
Oh, dude, you did it, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait. When does that shit air? Do you know when
Probably
it airs?
The first weekend in February.
God damn, that's too long.
When are the Oscars? February the 9th. Yep.
You're right, dude.
It's always like the first Sunday in February.
So yep. Well, it's the second Sunday, but still, that was close.
Is it?
The 9th?
Oh,
yeah, I looked it up.
It was the second, yeah.
But well, it's February, so anybody
it's
born
not
in February
even
is crazy,
month.
We got our picks in, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited, dude. I can't wait to hear what happened, and then we'll pull that up, and you can go in there and add like who was right on each one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can go next to it and put who won it, and then we can just do our thing. Like that's the whole episode, pretty much. But
I think that we need to give an honorable mention to Google Drive.
Yeah. Google Driver.
Yeah.
If Adam Driver was Google Drive, he'd be like, he'd break out with a fucking lightsaber.
A lightsaber?
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
All right, so we got a couple of movie news things.
What we got? The Adam Sandler thing?
Yeah, yeah. So Adam Sandler tweeted, "Bad news. Sandman gets no love from the Academy. Good news. Sandman can stop wearing suits. Congrats to all my friends who got nominated, especially Mama." And then Kathy Bates responded that says, "I love you, my Bobby Boucher. You was robbed, but Mama loves you. I learned a new urban slang word for you. You the goat. Not the one we eat at home, son."
How funny is that?
That's pretty good.
That's funny, dude.
It is.
Is Adam Sandler the GOAT?
For
what he does?
Debatable. He was.
Here's the thing: is like he was hoping he'd come in. Was it Cut Gems, Uncut Gems?
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
He was hoping he'd come in with some kind of I've heard a lot of people talk shit about that movie.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it because I know it's a serious Sandler movie. He's got fake teeth. He's got fake teeth in the movie, guys. For some reason, yeah, dude. I saw an interview with him. He's like, I was wearing fake teeth. It's like, why? So they'd be bigger? Like, what? Why? So, saw an interview with him on one of the Tonight shows.
Right.
But then I've heard a few people be like, movie was good. This is going to be the first time you get Adam Sandler in like a gangster movie, like where he's like fighting the mob, and he's working a diamond place, and
right,
he's betting money. I want to see it. Don't get me wrong, but after all the movies we got this year, we got a lot of movies.
Yeah,
Sandler ain't coming in clutch, dude. You're a little bit too late. You're too late to the party, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see Parasite? I don't think I haven't even seen the movie. I don't think he deserves a fucking Oscar for it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What'd you say it was called?
What?
Uncut Gems?
Uncut Gems. Uncut Foreskin.
Uncut Gems is a 2019 movie directed by Josh Safdie, starring Adam Sandler, Kevin Garnett, and Idina Menzel.
I will say this on IMDb, 8.10.
8.10?
Rotten Tomatoes, 91%. Fandango, 51%. All right, here's where I come in. And I believe the Google reviews, 69.
Yeah.
And that ain't enough for me. So
I think we need to do it on the pod.
We
just
gotta
to confirm
do it. I'm podlocked. So I'm podlocked on that. We're not going to talk about what we're doing next week because that's a surprise, but
yeah,
we're podlocked on it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm holding out. Dude, there's a lot of movies that I'll get that are newer movies. I'll hold out on them, and I'm like,
yeah,
I want to watch it now, but I'll have to watch it again. So
yeah,
I hold out on it. I can't wait to see who wins. I'm going to watch it live. I'm going to pull up that spreadsheet and sit there and watch it. But God damn it, I'm wrong. Like, I'm excited. I got something to look forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
What we got, Griffin?
So Knights of the Old Republic movie and TV show in active development at Lucasfilm ? So it says the future of Star Wars on the big screen largely remains uncertain following the rise of Skywalker. Lucasfilm has yet to officially confirm any specific titles, but we know that they're going to steer away from the Skywalker story we've been following for 4 decades.
They better.
Now we have word that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is set to be a big part of the future. As the studio is developing not only a movie set during the time period, but a TV show.
Which is what it should be.
Yeah. Before diving in, we must caution that this information hasn't been corroborated.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's right.
By Lucasfilm just yet, so it is still rumor camp. That said, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy did previously reveal they have a Knights of the Old Republic project in the works. So this would seem to make sense, according to a new report. Both a movie and TV show based on the popular video games of the same name are in development. Few details are available, so we don't know for sure who may be involved on the creative side or which characters could be slated to appear. Previously, we heard that screenwriter Lita
Calrissian.
Alita Battle Angel was set to pen Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic movie, so it's possible this could be her baby. It was rumored that Game of Thrones creators David Benioff and D.B. Wise were going to make a trilogy that takes place in the Old Republic era. However, the duo parted ways with Lucasfilm last year over creative differences. Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Fired. Yeah. It seemed possible that the studio would scrap the idea, which is partially why the new report is important. Plus, if this turns out to be true, there will be a tie-in TV show, which is no small thing, especially considering how successful The Mandalorian has been. It's not clear at this time if the show would tie in directly to the movie or if both projects will tell independent stories taking place in the same era. And then it goes on. Yeah, then it goes on to explain what KOTOR is and all that.
Well, years ago, Griffin said, give me Knights of the Old Republic Game of Thrones style, which they hired the guys to do.
Yeah.
They hired the guy, so you know it's going to be that way.
Yeah.
You already know, like, dude, you said that shit before they ever mentioned their names. Yeah. You said, give me Knights of the Old Republic Game of Thrones style, and I'll be happy with a TV show like that where you just, like, every week I'm just like, what's happening? Who's losing their fucking head with a lightsaber this week?
Yeah.
And they hired the Game of Thrones guys, and then shit popped off after the last season.
Yeah.
They wanted to leave the show so fast that they lost their job here. I think we're going to get that, man. I think we're going to get Knights of the Old Republic Game of Thrones. I think that was the pitch. They're like Knights of the Old Republic. And everybody's like, we're listening. Game of Thrones style. It's like, what? You're one of the biggest shows ever?
Get out of town.
I think that's what's happening. I feel like we'll still get that. We'll just get someone else instead of the fucks that fucked up the last season.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I'll watch whatever. I don't. Star Wars, I'm there. You got me at Star Wars. Like, you had me there. Like,
I'm ready for it. I mean,
But you said that shit. Yeah. Before they ever hired the guys from Game of Thrones, you said that shit. You said, I want Knights of the Old Republic Game of Thrones style. And then they hired the guys from Game of Thrones. It's like, oh shit. And then they fired the guys because the internet was like, they fucked it up. Like, now here's the thing. Kind of wish those guys would have been able to do it because they did a good job. I can't hate on them. I know they were in a hurry to get out. You got actors that are like, look, we've been doing this shit for like 7 years. Yeah. Kind of sick of it. So, you know, if we're going to go another season, I don't know if I'm signing on. I'm rich.
Yeah.
You can't really blame it on them.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's fine.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy? Yeah. You know?
Right.
Whatever.
So, The Howling, they're remaking The Howling, which was like one of my favorite werewolf movies.
What's that? I don't know.
You never seen The Howling?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We need to watch it on the pod. Actually,
when that come out?
In 1980.
Ooh. Back when they were making all those fucking werewolf movies?
Yeah. Let's see. 1981? Yeah, 1981. Is that
based off of a graphic novel? I believe it is. Is it? When I type in The Howling, I get 1981 drama fantasy. Oh, 131 minutes. Nope, that's a movie. It's got good scores.
So I'm gonna drop the trailer in, and we can watch it.
I'll watch that. Yeah.
So, but they're doing a remake for it on Netflix, and it is getting Andy Muschietti from It to direct.
Ooh, the director?
Yeah, it says that the Howling remake is in works at Netflix with It and It Chapter 2 helmer Andy Muschietti directing. Speaking with the hashtag show, Muschietti touched on involvement in The Flash, an upcoming superhero movie set in the DCEU starring Ezra Miller in the titular role. Muschietti describes the project as a different version of Flashpoint than you're expecting, also confirming he'll begin his work on the movie starting this year. The Flash is set to release in theaters on July the 1st, 2020. What's more, Andres Muschietti, I think they call him Andy. Thank you. Just slip it in under his door there. He also revealed his next project following The Flash, which will return him to the horror genre. According to the filmmaker, he will then direct a remake of the classic werewolf movie, The Howling, on Netflix. Previously, Muschietti had told horror fans at an It Chapter 2 screening that The Howling was the one horror movie he would love to remake next if he had the chance. It's certainly interesting this was the movie he chose, as he has to know he has leverage to tackle virtually any horror remake he'd like to do. Thanks to the streaming giant Netflix, the director appears to have gotten his wish to reboot The Howling, confirming that the project has now gotten its green light with Muschietti at the helm. Based on the novel The Same Name by Gary Brandner, the original movie version of The Howling was released in theaters in 1981. Directed by Gremlins helmer Joe Dante, It stars Dee Wallace as a TV journalist whose experiences with a serial killer lead her to a remote mountain resort inhabited by hungry werewolves. Considered to be a cult classic, the horror flick has particularly been praised for its fantastic practical effects from Rob Bottin. A hit with horror fans, a franchise was born upon its release of The Howling, and 7 sequels would follow in the years to come. For many fans of the series, however, the original remains the very best installment of the long-running franchise. So, it says Netflix stepped up to order a new horror movie remake from Muschietti is certainly not surprising. With Muschietti in its director's chair, the It remake in 2017 grossed over 700 million with a budget of just 35, setting many new box office records in the process. It Chapter 2 is not quite as big of a success, but still highly profitable as it raked in 472 million with a budget of 79 million.
Diminishing returns.
Yeah. So, and then it just goes on to, talk about.
Yeah, but a werewolf movie, dude.
Yeah.
That's what this is. I mean, I'm just going off the title alone, but
yeah,
a good werewolf movie. When's the last time you had one of those?
It's
I'll
been a
let
while.
I'll let you think about it. It wasn't that Benicio del Toro movie you watched.
Fuck no.
Wolfman. So yeah, dude, whatever. I'm on board, man. Whatever that guy's got planned. The fact that he dug that deep.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd like to do this. And they're like, really? Bring it back, dude. Bring that werewolf movie back because we've been fucked on.
For a long time.
A long time. When's the last good werewolf movie? The 80s?
Dog Soldiers.
When was that?
It's got to be in the 90s, right?
That's a long time.
Have you ever seen that?
I don't think I have. That doesn't ring the bell. When I looked up The Howling, I recognized a screenshot from it.
Yeah. Dog Soldiers came out in 2002. Let me see if I can find the trailer.
I recognize that. That looks familiar to me.
Yeah. Iconic.
Yeah. So maybe I have, but it's been a minute.
Right. I'm going to throw Dog Soldiers in here.
Put it in there, dude, because that's...
When we do the trailers, we can hit these older ones and then
go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Dude, if the guy that did it, whatever he wants to do, I'll watch it because he did a great job with it.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when they were like, we're remaking it? And it's like,
yeah.
But then you watched it and you were like, no, dude, this is good.
Yeah.
I liked both of them.
I did too.
No problems. So I'm down. I'm DTW.
But that appears to be all the movie news that I can find. So I am ready to hit some of these trailers up.
Let's wait for T-Brad to come back. That's one of those guys, like, when you do an It movie.
Yeah.
And which a lot of the people watching the It movie have never seen the original. Which is kind of, it wasn't a movie, it was like a TV series, right? It was like a...
Yeah, as a mini-series.
Yeah, kind of like they did The Stand.
Yeah.
Killed.
Yeah.
Doesn't win awards, but kills. Like makes money, puts butts in seats. Like,
I think it had a lot to do with the kids.
They were great.
Yeah. So
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too.
Everything about it.
But I mean, it has been a long time since we got a werewolf.
The Howling. How do you even? Where'd you read that at?
What?
How'd you know that was happening? Did you just come across that?
It was on one of those movie news sites. Yeah, and
I kind of can't wait to see the trailer now because I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Now, if you had to rate that movie, the original, do you go full werewolf?
It's been so long since I've watched it.
The thing is like when you watched it was a different time.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Probably in the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably on VHS. So it's
that was one of those cult films like Evil Dead and stuff that me and Dad watched all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yo, you're over here like, shit snapping.
Yeah, it's on fleek, as the kids say now.
I do know.
So I'm just gonna search for best werewolf.
We're lacking in werewolf movies.
All right,
we're lacking in Dracula, which I think they're gonna pick up with this Netflix series.
Right, and it's out, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I just did this look that you couldn't see because you're not here. But I did this look like,
I could feel it.
Yeah. What you got?
So these are, according to Collider.com, the 13 best werewolf movies of all time.
Hit me with it.
Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Never seen it.
It's foreign. It's not a bad werewolf movie.
Like Asian?
Yeah. I think so, actually.
Probably be good.
No, it's it looks French. So it says that if you're looking for something a little different from the run-of-the-mill werewolf movie, look to Christophe Gans's Brotherhood of the Wolf, combining colonial French warfare with 18th century aristocrats, whatever.
Yeah.
Gritty fight choreography and bloody brilliant cinematography. The film also mixes in mythology, scientific skepticism, and religious viewpoints. There's a lot going on with the film. So much so that Mark DeCosta playing an Iroquois martial art master is totally believable with all the other insanity.
So there is some damn kung fu in this shit.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
And then we've got Silver Bullet.
I don't think I've seen that one, dude.
Gary Busey, Corey Haim.
I have seen that one.
Yeah, Stephen King. Yeah. Then we've got Wolf, Jack Nicholson, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
Late Phases. So I've never heard of this movie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Late Phases might have been the most delightfully incongruous setting for a werewolf movie of all time. Its tale of lycanthropy takes place behind the gate of a quiet retirement community plagued by a recent string of violent deaths the local officers attribute to an unknown feral beast. When a blind, grizzled Vietnam vet, Ambrose,
I like that,
moves into the neighborhood with the help of his weary son, he experiences a night of bloody terror at the hands of the beast and sets an agenda to eliminate the deadly threat on his own terms.
Can I get this list just so I can look at it with you?
Yeah, I got you.
Drop it in general here.
Yeah.
Lightning Throat.
So the next one is called Wolfen.
How are you working your way down? You going from the bottom to the top? Nope. Silver Bullet. No. Wolf. Oh, with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Look at it, dude.
I know.
Oh my God.
Wolfen, and I've never heard of that.
It's a foreign.
Yeah.
It looks like a Doctor Who fucking screenshot.
He does.
And then we got cult classic of all time.
Teen Wolf?
Teen Wolf. Dude, that's cult classic, dude, right?
Yeah.
Cult classic. That's a really big werewolf movie in a big bad way.
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J.
fucking Fox. And then you got your movie, dude.
Yeah, The Howling.
And then I haven't seen that movie, dude. Never.
Really?
Never heard of it. This is the first time I've heard of that movie. Now, it's good?
What, The Howling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it, man.
So, here you go. You got this guy coming in that redid it.
Yeah,
and fucking made it a masterpiece. Like he redid everything. Like you're like he ain't gonna be able to do this, and it's like oh shit, it's pretty good. Like
yeah,
especially the first one. He's gonna do this. I'm back him. I'm 100% behind this guy.
Yeah, if he had a Kickstarter, you'd play.
100% behind him, dude. I'll give you $10. Ain't a lot, but it adds up. Go ahead.
Right. The next one we have The Company of Wolves.
This looks like some Terry Gilliam shit, dude.
I know.
Have you seen this?
Mm-mm.
I don't even know what this is, but it looks like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Terry Gilliam, like it looks strange.
Yeah.
It looks like some shit you're gonna watch and be like, what? They were wolves?
A revisionist fairy tale that explores the act of storytelling through the parables we tell to control female sexuality. The Company of Wolves dives deep into the erotic undertones of the Little Red Riding Hood myth. The film follows Sarah Patterson's Rosaline, a modern teen who dreams she's living in a 17th century village where bloodthirsty wolves prowl through the forest. Rosaline's grandmother fills her head with tales of werewolves, jealousy, and sexual menace. They're nice as pie until they've had their way with you, she said, but once the bloom is gone, the beast comes out.
It's R-rated. Red Riding Hood. Want to see that?
Yeah, might have to put that on the list.
I just clipped it and searched it. That's happening. I want to just the screenshot alone makes me want to watch that movie.
Yeah,
because that looks like some shit I want to watch.
Yeah,
for real.
And then we've got Curse of the Werewolf.
Never heard of it.
This is a Terrence Fisher. Curse of the Werewolf has all the high drama and gothic production value you expect from a Hammer film, and it also bears the distinction of being Oliver Reed's first on-screen role. Reed stars as Leon, a man cursed by the dastardly circumstances of his birth and conception, the child of a mute servant raped by a maniacal inmate. Leon makes holy water boil at his christening and develops a taste for blood as a young boy. Cuts 15 years later, as an adult, he fears his beastly instincts can no longer be contained, but for the soothing presence of his beloved Christina. Directed by iconic horror helmer Terrence Fisher, Curse of the Werewolf is a stylish, slow burn horror classic that delivers plenty of acting, melodrama, and a big wolfy finish that stands as some of the best old school transformation effects before American Werewolf in London changed the game. So
I've never heard of it.
I've seen a lot of those Hammer films, but I don't think I've ever seen that.
Never heard of that.
And then we've got Ginger Snaps.
Ow!
So, John Fawcett's spin on the werewolf mythos is a genre-bending tale of coming of age through lycanthropy that uses the beastly transformation as a fantastically fitted analogy for female coming of age and a clever plot device to explore the intimacies of sisterhood. Ginger Snaps is an intimate story about two deeply connected, death-obsessed, codependent sisters who are slowly torn apart when the older sibling is bitten by a werewolf. While using the werewolf transformation as a strikingly effective metaphor for female pubescence, Ginger Snaps is also a downright well-made horror film. The effects are on point, the characters are relatable and sympathetic, and the actors all committed in their pulpy roles.
Orange juice.
Ginger Snap.
Never heard of it. Wait, yeah. I've heard people talking Ginger Snaps, but I ain't never seen that. So this is like a chick version of a werewolf movie.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, what's next?
The original Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
Lon Chaney Jr.
It's up there.
Lugosi. Yeah. Then we've got Dog Soldiers. Trav, have you seen Dog Soldiers?
I've never watched. No, I've never seen this movie, dude.
I dropped the trailer. We'll check it out.
We're gonna watch the trailer, and it will decide the fate.
And then the best werewolf movie ever made.
Oh my God!
An American Werewolf in London.
Lightning Throat. Come on now, that's number one.
Yeah.
I think that'll always be number one.
Yeah.
There's no way.
What
John
we were
Landis,
talking about,
dude.
Yeah. What we were talking about while you were gone, Trav, is Andy Muschietti is doing a remake of The Howling.
Which is the guy that directed It.
I'm down. New one.
Have you seen The Howling, Trav?
Mm-hmm.
See, Adam's never seen it. I dropped the trailer.
The Howling.
So I think
it's a classic, man.
I haven't seen that. Maybe if I have, I don't remember it. Y'all know that John Landis did the Blues Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Twilight Zone, Coming to America.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Come on. Let's be real. If I've seen The Howling, it's been a really long time. Now, I dropped a screenshot, and I recognize that.
Yeah.
That looks familiar to me. That set off all kinds of bells and whistles. But
ricketa.
When you're like, The Howling, I'm like, I don't know. But American Werewolf in London, dude, John Landis, dude.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch
Landis, dude.
I want to watch that Hammer one too.
I think we got to do a werewolf fucking movement here. Like, we got to
Yeah.
We got to cover some werewolf films. We got to put this in our bank. You know, we got a lot of stuff in the bank. Have I ever seen what?
Trav, have you ever seen Brotherhood of the Wolf?
Doesn't sound familiar.
It's French.
It's a foreign. It's a foreign werewolf.
I don't believe I have.
Probably not.
All right. I'm dropping that one as well.
I am bookmarking this page.
Yeah, right.
Because there's movies on here that need to be watched. And I feel like I need to see these movies. Griffin Dune. There's a Griffin in fucking American Werewolf in London. There's a Griffin in there. So
last name Griffin?
No, first
American
name.
Werewolf in London was amazing.
That's the tier, dude. That's like, is it better than that? Then I don't want to watch it.
Well,
do you remember when you watched The Wolf Man?
To me, it gets kind of technical. To me, American Werewolf in London has the best werewolf transformation I have ever fucking seen.
When his fingers start bending up?
Nothing has held a
when his
candle
fingers
to
start
that
bending
shit
up?
in terms of like how they pulled that off.
When he looks at his hand, he's like, God damn! Like, animal, you better watch where you stand. He's like, he starts fucking.
Well, I loved how the whole movie was, man,
John
is there something they
Landis,
could
dude.
do about it? And it was like, no,
That's
he's a
John
fucking
Landis, dude.
werewolf. What do you think's going to
It's a
happen?
light in the throat, motherfucker. That's John Landis, bro. When you go to his IMDb and look at what he's done, it's your childhood.
Yeah.
He directed your childhood, and you're like, whoa, that's heavy, man. You know?
So heavy.
The way American Werewolf in London just abruptly ends is crazy.
We got to watch that on the pod.
I
We got to do a werewolf fucking movement. Like, we got to pick, I'd say between, 4 to 5 werewolf movies? Just wherever we can narrow it down to.
I would say 4.
4? Okay.
With American Werewolf.
That's got to be last.
Yeah.
The best for last. You saved the best for last. That's my favorite.
Fuck?
That's my favorite werewolf movie I've ever seen.
Right.
And that goddamn movie came out in what? In the 80s? Hang on.
Yeah. It came out in like 83.
Oh, dude. 81.
Here's some more. Here's some more movie news. And I think it's
What
gonna make you happy, Griff.
Let's hear it. What about me?
Well,
what about me?
You're gonna of course you're gonna like it, Adam.
You always going in on Griffin like he's the fucking sire or something. But
Griffin is our Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man related?
Yeah, our in-house Spider-Man guy.
Well, I'll step back and
so
not be
it says.
Spider-Man related.
So it says. I don't know who Tyrese is. I assume it's an informant for this website. But dude claims that Jared Leto's Morbius, and how it's
we got the trailer to watch.
Okay, well, I might need to bring this up after that.
The trailer, cool. I've already dropped the trailer in there. They dropped the trailer.
Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't watched it all because I was podlocked on it.
Yeah.
How about you, Griff?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. We need to save that for last because there's going to be a good bit to talk about.
All right. Well, I'm ready for trailers. We got a shit ton of them now. Do y'all want to watch these old werewolf trailers
John
first?
Landis. Do you want to start at the bottom? Now we're here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, at the bottom is...
Well, the other one was removed.
Okay.
So
we'll go up above that.
Okay.
To the Brotherhood of the Wolf?
Brotherhood of the Wolf, yeah.
Okay. Trav, you on the Brotherhood of the Wolf?
Yep.
Go up above Dave, a.k.a. Little Dicky.
I got it.
Y'all ready?
Now, I've seen this movie. I've seen the cover of this movie.
But you ain't never
watched it.
Is this some samurai fucking werewolf shit? It looks samurai.
Like some Victorian.
He looks samurai like Tom Cruise in that samurai movie that he did. The Last Samurai. It's the last werewolf samurai.
I'm ready when y'all are.
He's like an American Indian or something.
Oh,
we'll just have to watch. It's been a long time since I'm ready.
Ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Here we go. Some good camera work. No, they don't. What's happening? I'd watch this movie. This is a werewolf movie? Oh, that was an Indian. He's going to say it. Here we go. You know they got fucking in the movie. They don't do that anymore. They don't fucking movies. They fucking old movies. Eyeball. Backsplash. Torches. This shit looks intense. Crossbows. Yeah. The trailer. What'd you say? Wait, the trailer for the new Assassin's Creed looks awesome.
Yeah.
Looks like Assassin's Creed. I mean, but I'd watch that.
La Pac de Loops.
Yeah, it's French, man. It's not bad.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
So we're
I watched it back in the day.
A long time ago. Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Yeah.
Well, now we're gonna do
Dog Soldiers.
You ready? 2002. Only 2 years past the last trailer we watched. Let's see how things have changed. 3, 2, 1, play. Dog Soldiers. Now Blu-ray. I already like the cinematography. Already want to see it. What country are we in? I recognize that guy. Here we go. What's happening? Well. Oh! Here we go. I'm already in. Dude, I'm sold already. All right. Hang on. Why the fuck were you watching that, dude?
That was just one of those movies like Dad got from Netflix whenever we had the original Netflix.
Back when you could get the DVD in the mail?
Yeah. Because we like watching werewolf movies, and there's never any good werewolf movies.
Never any good.
Did you watch? Surely both of y'all, and I know Griff too, since he's dropped because I did this. I had the same movie binges with my old man, like some werewolf movies and stuff. And I just remember when we always revisited fucking Silver Bullet.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that a minute ago. Silver Bullet's great, and I enjoyed Wolf. Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah. A bit slower paced, but it's still good.
I haven't seen that movie.
Wolf?
Never.
Dude.
Was it one of the ones you always saw the cover of it and just kept
I'm
scrolling?
familiar with it, but never watched it because Mom wasn't into that shit. So that didn't happen. You got to go on that. Like,
Yeah. My dad had a copy of this sitting in our living room for years.
Which movie?
The Howling.
Let's go. Same. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, play. 1980 movie list. Here we go. It's rated R. Oh, I can hear the age. Here we go. We've got to warn people. Sold. that New York? Looks like New York. Karen, where's your manager? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dude, it ain't the 80s if they ain't fucking. There's always some fucking in the movie, right? So I'm guessing she works at the news, and then she all of a sudden does she turn into a werewolf? What? Was that the Hulk? Nope, not him. Look at his face, is like pulsing. Oh, he's turning into a werewolf. Bitch, run! Run, bitch! Run! Did she run? I haven't seen the movie, dude. And she ran. I've never seen this movie. Ever.
I like the glass shatter.
Right.
You remember the trailer?
I would love to watch that on Blu-ray.
Did it get a Blu-ray released?
Oh yeah, because I saw it on Amazon one day.
So The Howling has went on to be a. There's a fifth one.
Blu-ray release. It's a cult classic.
It went the way of Hellraiser.
Yeah, I think they got 8 movies now or something.
My God.
Which
who has 8 movies?
The Howling. But I only watched the first one. I mean, I watched some of the other ones, but they're forgettable, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you want to watch fucking Dave? See what he's up to?
Little Dicky?
Yeah, dude.
Of course I do.
I'm ready to get the song stuck in my head.
Let's see.
I gotta mute this. Y'all ready?
For
You ready, Trav? We're doing Dave season 1, the Dave teaser, Lil Dicky, FXX. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. It looks a little different. They've changed it. Not really. I'm fidgety. They changed the trailer.
They did.
I saw a post today on Facebook that he made.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Don't worry, even though I got a fucking bomb ass show coming out, I'm still gonna tour and play music, and don't worry about it. I'm still gonna be Lil Dicky."
Which is great. I'm so happy that he's getting a show, and it's gonna be goofy and fun.
Oh, it's gonna be everything you want it to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm excited, man. But
I'm going up to the top.
All right.
Because we've cleared out everything we had, so
Ragnarok.
That's what we're doing.
On Netflix.
Now, when I saw that,
Thor?
no, it's not. I thought that's what it was about, but I was like, what? Nope. Ain't got nothing to do with Thor. You think it would. You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. It's a foreign. talk too fast. This ain't Parasite. Boy, they don't give you nothing in this trailer. They don't give you nothing. When they come to the land of the ice and snow and the midnight green. We get flagged for that. I want to see it after watching this. Think it's time you know me by my government name. Dude, they don't give you nothing in this trailer. They don't show you shit. They don't show you nothing, dude. Wait. They don't show you shit. They just give you this. Is he? What's happening? I'm reading it, but nothing happens. That's it.
Reborn.
Let's check it out.
It looks interesting.
If Netflix is doing it.
At some point, I'll get around to watching it, but, my name is Dave, so.
Ready when you are on Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
You ready, Griffin?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play on Bigfoot. Here we go. Cheesy. Wait till you see Bigfoot. Bigfoot comes up in here smashing ass, dude. He ain't playing around, dude. Wait. I watched the trailer. They're getting fucked up. Look. That's the guy from... We should go. Bigfoot. I feel like he's the one that's like, we got to capture Bigfoot. Like, we want to go back or we're going to die. And he's like, we can't. Like, he's like too far into the mission. That's it. Here comes Bigfoot, dude. Watch this, dude. He starts fucking them up, dude. Just wait. Bigfoot ain't playing around in this fucking movie.
Feeling this.
So Bigfoot.
I would watch it.
Dude.
If we're padlocked on it.
Yeah, I don't even know if... All right, here we go. We got some comic book shit. This got something to do with Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Morbius, the living vampire.
Are y'all ready to see this?
Yeah.
You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Classic story. Oh, he's crippled? He's a crapple. Sony's doing this. He's da-da-dee-dum with the music. Sickle cell. Here come the bats. He's different. He can walk. No crutches. Debatable. He does look like a vampire. This is the Tony Hawk of vampires. Like, look at him, dude. Did you see did you see Matt Smith? Was that Matt Smith? What? So the doctor shows up and ruins his day. Look at him, dude. He had a Michael Jackson nose.
Oh, here we go.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole thing. What's up, Doc?
Oh, shit, dude.
That's cool.
Wanna see it?
Here's how it's all connected, guys.
You had some shit to say about this. Let's go.
So,
come on, little Dicky.
Apparently, there's a claim that the Morbius movie is going to be obviously tied into the MCU through multiple films.
Right.
Let me see. I think Matt Smith is gonna be he's gonna be no, what I really think it's gonna do is I think this is gonna tie into Blade.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, because that would be a great villain for Blade to tackle. And Blade's not going to come out until what? Probably 2 or 3 years from now.
Well, if this is tied into multiple pictures, then they obviously have enough time to make that become a thing.
Yeah.
But I also feel like we're gonna get a Spider-Man versus Sinister Six movie. Like that's happening.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're gonna have Venom, Vulture. Like they're gonna make their own version of the Six. You know what I mean?
Right. So let me throw this at you though, real quick. Doc Ock casting. What do you think?
What if it's Matt Smith? What if that's who that is?
Well, here's who I want. Christoph Waltz.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Could you imagine? I mean,
no, I can't.
Wouldn't he be a great Doc Ock though?
Well, here's something I got to thinking. If they can bring back K. Simmons to be Jameson,
yeah, they could bring the other guy back.
They could bring another. Well, yeah, because like,
y'all talking about the guy from Spider-Man 2?
Did he die in Spider-Man 2?
It don't matter if he did. This is a whole nother fucking thing, dude.
Because he brought the reactor down at the end on him, didn't he?
Yeah.
That don't matter though. We're rebooting, dude. We're starting a new thing. Like, he was a really good Doc Ock. Like the best you'll ever see.
Yeah.
I wonder who Smith's gonna play because I feel like he's
playing somebody. He ain't just some fucking random motherfucker.
I'm
Sony, dude.
Well, Morbius. I think Sony finally has hopefully hedged their bets, where it's like, okay, we own the characters. You guys are good at using the characters. We're not so good at using the characters. I mean, Venom was a decent enough movie. Don't get me wrong, but if it didn't have Tom Hardy in it, then would it be what it is?
No.
So I mean, that all comes down to choice in actor casting at that point. But I mean, the way they did it was really interesting and really cool. Um, so having him integrate into, Spider-Man's world is would be a pretty interesting thing. So I don't see why Sony wouldn't hedge their bets on the whole deal and be like, look, you guys have Blade. What's a better, villain for Blade to go up against, since he's a vampire hunter than a fucking vampire, and then if you have Spider-Man's interaction, like, you could possibly see a Spider-Man Blade fight because he doesn't know. You know what I mean?
Or like a team up of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, they could even bring Craven in there.
I mean, what if that's how it all kind of builds up?
Yeah, which I think that would be a genius idea. If Sony hedges their bets and is like, look, we're gonna do some shit on our side. This is what we're thinking. We're gonna put these movies out. You put those movies out, but they're all gonna be connected. And we're gonna write the scripts and we're gonna run it by you guys and see how it goes. Like, if that's happening, that's like the partnership of a lifetime. And I think that Sony would be stupid not to do something like that. But we'll have to see, though. I mean, just seeing the fact that we have Morbius and Vulture meeting each other, and I mean, that could just be Michael Keaton playing some inmate. It might not even be fucking the Vulture.
I don't know, dude. Why would they bring him in, dude? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. And how are they gonna? Since it's not going to really be connected to Spider-Man, which is kind of a genius idea, but how are they going to connect it to Spider-Man?
They will.
I know they will, but like, how would they legitimately go about doing that without having it be like, well, it's fucking Spider-Man's fucking fault that I'm this way?
Gotta watch it.
Well, this could be what's going on while Peter's like, this could be, I feel like timeline wise, this is probably going to sit where Far From Home's going on.
Right, which is great.
So he'll be overseas.
Which is great. And then he finds out who he is at the, because they told the world who Spider-Man was at the end of it. So, But yeah, I'm excited about it, man.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
What's our next trailer?
Bloodshot Eyes.
All right, we saw a trailer for this before, but it was a teaser.
Yeah, this is legit.
Right. Let me run this by y'all before we watch this trailer because I saw a little bit of it. Universal Soldier.
Yes.
All right.
Great movie.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Now let's watch this trailer. Y'all ready? You ready, Trav? 3, 2, 1, play. Universal Soldier. Just wait, dude. That's what this is, dude. Look, dude. It's Universal Soldier. Look at him. It's that guy. I like that guy. Just wait. Universal Soldier. I gotta save a planet from darkness. Look at him, dude. Taking bullets. Universal Soldier, dude. Look at this shit. Doesn't look terrible. I like that. That guy's a good actor, man. Right here, look at him. Rebuild. He ain't fucking around, dude. Oh, repeat. There's a lot that they're saying with that trailer.
Yeah.
They're like giving you the plot.
Yeah. But it looks like a fun, goofy, action film. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all. I would totally be into watching this because yeah, it's based off a comic book. He's superhuman, this, that, and the other, but it still looks like an action movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Doesn't look terrible.
No, and I don't mind Vin Diesel.
It looks like
Pitch
something.
black.
It looks like something you'd burn on a Saturday night if you got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
If you're sitting there and you're like, "This is what we got," I mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah. I would watch it for the pod. I mean, it looks like a fucking silly good time. Silly goose time.
Right.
So up next, we got Bombshell. Somehow we missed this trailer.
Yeah. This is October 15th.
We missed this trailer. Travis, you know what this movie's about, right?
No, I do not.
Fox
This
News,
is
dude.
Cold to me.
This is about Fox
Really?
News. I've already copped the screener on this. This is about Fox News, and little honorable mention. John Lithgow is playing the head of Fox.
Roger Ailes.
He's playing Roger Ailes, dude. Y'all ready?
Okay, let's see where this is going.
Look, now we've all seen Fox News.
Yeah.
So is it?
Oh, it's
Don't tell me
talking
this is
about
a
how
fucking
he
Kelly
fucking
movie.
tried to get them to fuck him.
Is
to
this
keep
a
their
Megyn
jobs.
Kelly movie?
It's a Megyn. It's got 3 women. 3. Gretchen Carlson, Megyn Kelly. Check it out, dude. Let's watch this. Y'all ready?
All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. But check it out. That's a Fox News story. Look, dude. They got her up in there playing Gretchen Carlson. Look at her playing Megyn Kelly, dude. Look how clean this is. Looks like Megyn Kelly, dude. She's playing it. Right here. Y'all remember when that happened? Look at John Lithgow. What? That's him, dude. Of course, we got Billie Eilish. I'm the bad guy. It looks good. They're like playing Fox News to a T here. She was the first one that took Roger. Y'all know he died when they started coming in on him for all the shit he did. He like died He like checked the fuck out, which is
It doesn't look terrible.
it
I mean,
doesn't
it's
look
interesting
terrible.
enough to check out for sure.
And fucking, what's her name?
I just think it's still too much a part of recent memory to really warrant as a film.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with Trav on that because it hasn't been that long. But I mean,
it's
but sex sells, Trav.
Lock and Key.
Well, I'm gonna hang on the idea that the person that helped write The Big Short, that helped write this,
It looks familiar, doesn't it?
yeah,
It looks like you've seen it before. When you said, dude, Big Short, that was something I pictured when I was watching the trailer, like Big Short.
Yeah.
well, it's from the
Or
guy who
just-
helped it. That's in the,
Oh, it
in the credit
is?
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
wow.
co-writer.
So
Yeah.
that's what's got me at least skeptical.
It's gonna be good. It's got a little bit of buzz.
But
Love
yeah,
it or
I'm
hate
interested
it.
in this.
Lock and Key.
I've heard of this. This is based on a graphic novel set or series by Joe Hill.
Yeah.
This is Netflix killing it. Y'all ready?
This is Stephen King's son wrote this shit.
Y'all ready?
So
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. Lock and Key. Official trailer. They got keys in the back of the neck. Wait. Put a key in the back of your neck. What?
it looks pretty interesting, man.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Y'all said, what's his name?
Stephen King.
His son?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's his show?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote the graphic
I'm in
novels.
on it. Y'all know his tall corn cob grass shit did real well. Like,
And the tall grass.
I've been wanting to watch that.
in the
She
corn
never
cobs.
watched it. She liked it.
In the corn cobs.
In the middle of the night, I'll be walking in my
Y'all ready for
sleep.
Black Widow?
Yeah, before me and Trash start a acapella thing over here.
Through the valley
Just
of
saying.
die. Through
Let's do it, dude.
We'll get
All right, let's do it.
We'll get copyright claim, dude.
Not
I've been
if it's
looking for
acapella.
something, dude. I
Once
keep going
more-
something I don't know.
Once more around the sun with
What
fucking Marvel, guys.
In the middle of the night, I've been walking in the middle of. All right, you ready, Griffin? 3, 2, 1. Black Widow. Vodka. Nah, you fat. It's all water weight. A 4. Whenever I watch this trailer, I'm like, she's dead. Must be a prequel. Well, she's dead, right? Oh, who is that guy? Y'all know that guy? Is it?
Taskmaster.
You said
Task
Hawkeye, and
Master.
I'm like, Hawkeye wouldn't fuck on her like that. Don't say that, man. I
Wouldn't
got
that be
emotional.
Hawkeye would fuck on her like that. Nah, it looks good. It would be cool. Well, it'd be cool if they had it to where, like, as she was falling, this is what was going on in her head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they do some kind of way to tie it into
The Soul Stone.
Yeah, yeah. Just to, like, make it worse. Like, oh, it's a prequel, and now when you watch it, the order's all fucked up. So, but I'm ready for Alone in the Valley of the Shadow of Death. Hello.
Raw here. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play. Horror movie. Yeah. Loud music. Nah, dude, you ain't in. Watch this. You're gonna be mad. Wait. I don't like that trailer.
It's an interesting idea. I mean, but how do you? She's blind.
Is she?
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, hasn't life been fucked on her enough?
They gotta make a movie.
Oh, I mean, like, she's blind and she's getting fucked on by, like, something else. Like, come on, bro. Just come on, bro. You know? I don't know. If I wrote a movie about a blind person, it wouldn't be a horror movie. It would be a journey of self-discovery. And that's the bottom line. So, what are we watching next week, guys?
Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back reboot.
Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back reboot. I'm excited to watch it again.
Y'all want to see that?
Oh yeah.
It's Jay and Silent Bob's reboot, but what's funny is our episode 24 was our Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Yeah.
So
it's been a minute. Yeah. How many times you watched it, Adam?
Twice. Damn. Once live, and then once by myself.
Was it the same?
It was so good, dude. I couldn't stop watching it.
It's fucking hilarious.
I love Jay and Silent Bob, dude. Those are my characters, Trav. Chime in like a choir. Ah. Love it, dude. They mean so much to me.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I don't want to meet Kevin Smith, because I like bank on that so much that I'm like, man, don't be an asshole, because you're going to fuck my childhood up. Like,
right. We did talk about Bruce Campbell being in Mallrats, right?
We did.
So he's fixing to start filming after they get through with the Jay and Bob Roadshow thing. He's going to start filming Mallrats. So I'm excited about that. And then after that, he's doing what? Clerks and then Moose Jaws. Yep. So Moose Jaws is still happening for sure. And Clerks and Mallrats. Dude, I mean, those characters. I'm excited to see what fucking Brody's been up to. You know, I mean, we kind of see what he's up to in Jay and Silent Bob reboot, but I want to see, like, you know,
what's happening.
Yeah, what's happened for sure.
What's scrapping him?
And see, in the original script, when they were going to do the series, you know, there's going to be like Die Hard in a Mall, and he was going to have a daughter, and his daughter was going to play Brody's daughter. But now that she's in the movie in Jay and Silent Bob reboot, they're going to have to.
Jay and Silent Bob reboots is like the greatest hits of Kevin Smith.
It is.
It's the greatest hits.
It's the compilation.
I almost died in a heart attack, and I want to go out on this. So it's the greatest hits, dude. They covered everything.
Yeah.
And when I watched it a second time, which I was really able to pay attention to, because the first time I watched it, a lot of people were like yelling and screaming.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut up! Like I was yelling at them, like, ah! Like,
wasn't it an experience though?
I've never been in a room where people screamed at the fucking screen like that.
Yeah. That was like watching Rocky Horror Picture
And I wanted to tell them to be quiet, but I was screaming too, so I couldn't, you know?
I was too.
I was clapping like a fucking, like I was just.
Yeah.
I couldn't, you know. But we're watching that next week. That's our thing. That's what we're doing. Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah. This weekend. This weekend we're traveling to Hotlanta.
You going to Hotlanta?
I'm going to Hotlanta, dude. Going to the vape convention in Hotlanta. So that should be I took Monday off work. So, you know.
Oh, you calling in?
No, I got 3 weeks of vacation.
3 weeks?
So, yeah. It's this year in September I'll be there for 5 years.
So you called in for 3 weeks?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, you ain't gonna go to work for 3 weeks, like almost a whole month?
Well, I mean, I could take them all in one go, but we might be doing a vacation in October with the family and a couple other. I'll probably take a day or two for the not the honeymoon, but the anniversary. You know, just stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Coming up on the anniversary.
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do?
March the 30th. I don't know. I want to go somewhere just for the weekend and stay.
Just to be like, we went somewhere on our anniversary.
Yeah. But
you know,
I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. We should be able to save enough money between now and then to go somewhere out of town, but
depends on how much y'all spend on that vape convention, which is worth it.
Yeah, I know. Well, and that's like I told Marina, I was like, we don't have to go like to Gatlinburg or Florida or
fucking 2.
Yeah, I mean, we can just like go out of town, get a hotel room, go eat somewhere nice like Huntsville or Chattanooga, somewhere like that. And
anonymity.
Yeah. So
Don't tell people where you at, man. Are y'all scared to tell people where you live? Here's where I live, Buckhead, Georgia. Find me.
I'm not scared.
If you find me, I'll give you something.
I mean, to be honest, the fuck?
Who's gonna find me, dude?
Well, not only that, but who the fuck wants to come to Alabama and like search this backwoods fucking mountain for me and Trav?
I mean, dude, you'd be surprised.
I mean, I could throw a rock and hit Trav's house. So if you find me, then you just throw a rock and you'll find him. You know what I mean?
Just walk out in the front porch.
Trav standing there. Yeah.
There he is.
Openly.
Man, you putting everybody out there. What do you say?
I said, and they won't be welcomed warmly.
Yeah.
Because
Trav will sick the horde on them.
No.
Contingency 88.
We have guns.
Yeah.
I got guns. Y'all got guns? I got guns, dude. If a crazy fan shows up, I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. Pow!
I have 30 years of rage built up. But
if you show up at my house, I'll kill you. and then I'll be like, I don't know what they were doing here. They just showed up here and was like,
so I shot
him. And then I'll get away with it. So
yeah.
Just how about reboot?
Yeah. Are y'all afraid to put yourselves out there?
You want me to give you my address, dude?
No. I'm just asking.
I'll give my address. No, I'm not scared because there ain't nobody gonna come find me.
Well, see,
who's like my find me.
Yeah. Well, my contact email is my name. You know what I'm saying?
I can put your name in. It'll tell me your address.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like on the YouTube videos, everybody like some people's like, well, why do you use your last name? And I'm like, well, who cares? Like, I've had the same gamer tag since I was like,
13.
Since I was like 18. You know what I mean? So 17. I'm like, so why would I change it now? Everybody that I've ever played with or against know me as this. So I don't get that. Like, I don't understand why you would want to stream with a VPN on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, dude. I don't understand. Like,
because you're scared.
Somebody's going to get offended, and are they really going to take the time?
Somebody's going to fucking. No, they ain't going to take the time. They're going to fucking. What's that thing? They're going to swat you, dude. You're getting swatted, man. And they're going to be like, we're locking your dog up because it's too big.
Be like, not my baby.
You had too much beef jerky.
I'm like,
too much deer meat.
Yeah, that's true. We do have too much.
Don't take the dog.
Take the wife, dude. Well, you know how it is. It's hard out here.
No comment.
Yeah, But yeah, Jay and Bob.
Reboot.
I live in Florida.
Wait, we're coming Florida. In. We're doing Jay and Bob January 22nd. So check back in.
Square. Yeah. We'll be here.
We don't have a choice. Anybody else got anything they want to say?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Griffin 256.
Griffin 256.
Go watch
everything.
Bullshit. Yeah.
And look up what a placenta is if you haven't already.
Placenta. Don't look it up on a placenta. Don't look it up on YouTube. if you're squeamish, but it's out there. The placenta is real.
Dude, for $1 million. Okay.
Would I eat one?
Would you eat the placenta?
Yes. A lot of people eat it. Do they? I watched a HBO video one time. They turned it into pate and ate it at part. You saw that?
Yeah.
I'd eat the fuck out of it, dude. I'm like, tastes like potted meat. How much money? $1 million, dude.
Yeah.
I'll eat the whole thing, dude.
Right.
$1 million?
Yeah, $1 million.
I'll eat the whole thing and then be like, y'all got anything else? You want me to eat the fucking umbilical cord? I'll be.
It's got
$1 million? Dude, I'll eat it. I'll eat the snips.
You'll eat the snips?
I'll eat the snips, dude.
See, Adam's a true American.
$1 million?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking dude.
Does he fight for his life? Does he fight for what's right?
I mean, I've seen him fight for what's right.
You know what he's doing?
Yeah.
I am a real American.
Yeah.
Fight for what's right. Something about pelicans. I don't know.
Fight for your life.
When it comes in the night. I wish we could play it, but if I do, it'll flag us, and then I'll have to take it down and remove it. So.
Why the fuck has YouTube got to be such a bitch about
Why
that
is YouTube
kind of
so
stuff?
gay? I don't know, dude. It's just the way it is. Like, that's just.
I mean, I didn't say all that.
How it be?
We're still welcome to, we're still happy to be on the platform.
Happy. I don't want to be deplatformed. Where else we gonna stream? Periscope. We'll be on there streaming on Periscope. People, but look at my dick.
Nah, dude.
They'll be coming
Chatterbait.
Chatterbait.
Let's stream the podcast on Chatterbait.
That would be terrible.
We get a lot of views.
We would see a lot of dicks.
That'd be fine. I'm okay
You're right,
with it.
dude. After I thought about it, I was like, a lot of dicks. It's all right. So.
I mean, I've seen a lot of dicks anyway, so not on like voluntary, but
it would be funny if we. It'd be funny if we trended on there.
On Chatterbait.
Yeah.
Real Estate Podcast was trending on Chatterbait.
The #1 trending podcast on Chatterbait. Real Estate Podcast.
Not a good title to have.
I would wear it as a badge of honor.
I'd wear any kind of #1.
But what we do is like we put the link up as we put it up as we're reviewing porn movies.
Oh my god.
But when it loads up, it's just a normal podcast we're talking about, like,
dude, you know,
Transformers or something.
You know what we could do though? You know those like vibrators, whenever you donate money, it vibrates?
I do.
So we put a mic on that thing.
And when we talk, it moves.
No, whenever they donate money, it's just on the table across the table.
That's how we think.
And it's like moving up and down.
That's a genius idea, really.
We're working on it then.
Copyright
Real Estate Podcast. A real estate podcast, fucking Vibinator.
Dude, what if they came to us and they're like, "Look, your podcast is so popular.
I'll do anything.
We want to do cock molds.
I'm down.
Real estate dildos.
Can I pre-fluff?
I mean, it's got to get hard.
Do we get a fluffer?
It's chess.
I was gonna say the fat chick from Jojo Rabbit, but all right.
What if we took the thing from Chatterbait, strapped it to the underarm side of Tickle Me Elmo, so when it vibrates, it makes the Elmo activate, going, that tickles. We're like, thanks for the sub, man. Like, we're just randomly throughout the episode, it'll go, that tickles.
Y'all remember the guy that did the voice for Elmo was a child molester, right?
Which is even funnier now.
It's even funnier.
I can just see us having a serious conversation about like Schindler's List or something, and that thing's just like, ah.
I might have to leave the pod.
That tickles.
On that, with the Elmo.
On that note, we cue the music.
Matt.
Meow, meow,
Matt.
meow, meow.
Matt.
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow.